It wasn't a dream. It really happened.
Like, real talk, you saw what I text you. I said, you don't want no peace. You just a clout chaser. I ain't got nothing else to say to you, and I'm telling you right now, nigga. Nah, I ain't even gonna say that on the internet. Like, real talk. Like, it ain't even none of that. I just don't want to be played with. Don't come up to me, hey, when you see me at the Super Bowl, don't come up to me with that friendly shit. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't come up to me, nope, I don't want to hear none of that, nigga. I don't want to hear none of that. I just tried talking to you like a man, offline, nigga. Try talking to you like a man. I don't want to hear, I don't want to hear none of that shit. Don't pull up on me on no Super Bowl with that friendly shit. And don't pull up on me with that tough shit. I'm telling you that shit right now. That's all I'm telling you. Say it yourself, pimp. That's all I'm going to say. Like, that's all I'm going to say. And like I said, I'm going to speak on it again. Any nigga, Travis, that's out there not telling you the real, they some bitches and they some ass kissers. I can't, like, niggas can't even, niggas can't even comprehend these days. Because if they did, they would have realized I never said nothing wrong about you, pimp. Like, real talk.
You don't want to get on Dez Bryant's bad side. He ain't going for it. You know, some people you could just look in their eyes and see everything that them been through and overcame in life. And Dez is just one of those guys. It's the failed athlete. That don't mean you got to fail in life. Hey, man, I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the love. We're going to keep going strong as these stories pertaining to Travis Hunter continue to develop, all behind the strength of a broad, man. All behind the strength of a 304. Now listen, as I've stated in previous videos, there's been multiple people who have spoken out about this, not just the YouTube community, but entertainers, athletes. They've all chimed in, and Travis has kept his stance. He's standing 10 toes down behind Liana Lene. That's not changing. De La Fuente, let me get the last name, De La Fuente Hunter. Because we got to remember, she's hyphenating that last name. She's not letting that De La Fuente go. But needless to say, Dez Bryant was amongst one of the celebrities who attempted to give Travis some sound advice. Now, Dez Bryant, you don't necessarily see him in the media every day. You don't catch him poking his head out, seeking attention. That's just not him. He's usually a quiet dude. He plays the background until he feels like it's something he needs to speak up on. You know, he is outspoken when it comes to that. But other than that, he played the background. You don't hear too much out of Dez, right? But in that video, you clearly heard Dez with all the action, man. Dez ready to jump from that top rope and drop a couple elbows, man. He's not wrestling. Dez ready to wrestle. You know what I mean business when it go from wrestling to wrestling. And me personally, I wouldn't want to be a victim of him jumping off that top turnbuckle. But you got Dez riled up. Now this thing goes deep. Shout out to E for the info. He reminded me, we got to think about this. Dez Bryant ultimately lost his eligibility due to Prime, due to Coach Prime. You know, they was hanging out and people assumed that maybe he was taking some type of money, some type of offers. So he went ahead and ended his eligibility and hopped on to the league. Now, Dez Bryant was obviously going to do numbers. I remember watching this man in college just do things that I had never seen before. Dez, to me, in my eyes, one of the greatest college receivers of all time. That's real stuff, man. When he was at Oklahoma State, he was doing damage. Just a big physical receiver, man. Was punishing people out there on that island. And then the year after, you had Justin Blackman. So Dez winning that Biletnikoff Award was big. He was bound for the NFL regardless. I just say that to say there's history behind this. And you got Dez pretty much taking shots at the entire Sanders family, because if you coming for one, you coming for them all. It's like taking shots at the Ball brothers, right? All for one and one for all. But he's letting it be known, miss me with that fake shit. When it come down to the Super Bowl and you see me, don't act like you know me. Do not act like you know me. Don't act like we homies. Don't act like this is some industry shit. If you see me, you might as well keep walking. And I gotta respect Dez for that, because Dez ultimately wasn't looking for no clout. You know, he reached out to Travis and then he said, I gotta go ahead and let it be known online. It is what it is. Because obviously Travis not getting back to me. And then you have Shedeur Sanders with that legendary tweet letting it be known, hey man, if you want to reach out to Travis, you know how to get in touch with us. If not, you just doing this shit for clout. And it is what it is. You know how to get at us. But Dez stated something more official than a whistle. He said, if these cats around you ain't putting you up on game, they really don't have no love for you. And there was no subliminals with this. You knew exactly who Dez was talking to. He called people out by name. Now, Deion Jr., he's a hothead. He ready for war. He ready for action as well. You get Mr. Well-Off Media going, he ain't got no chill button. So this thing could get ugly. I'm hoping these cats settle their differences before that, reach out to one another behind the scenes, because this thing could really get ugly. And that's the last thing we want to see, right? A former NFL cat getting into it with some up-and-coming guys. These youngsters, I think they need to just take heed, man, and realize that people have been there. People have been through what you're going through currently, and they see all the red flags and they just trying to warn you. And these are your fellow NFL guys at this point. Like, these aren't just random YouTubers. These aren't random TikTokers trying to warn you. These are your fellow NFL brethren letting you know what's going on. These are the same cats that's been in locker rooms. They know what you're going to be experiencing when it comes to this life, when it comes to this lifestyle. They know how many women are going to be at your neck. They know how some of these teammates will snake you and smash your broad just to get one up on you. And Trav doesn't seem to realize that. Shador, I don't think at this point realizes that, because they're at the top. They're cream of the crop. Nobody on Colorado's team would dare cross that line. But I can almost guarantee you that Liana Lene does see someone on that Colorado team that she's attracted to, and it's only going to get worse the more and more Travis levels up. So it's like this chick has caused all this drama, a big ass kerfuffle. She's in the middle of all of this. Got dudes about to crash out, and it's so true what they say, right? Wars, World War I, World War II, just, some of the greatest battles ever fought was behind the back of a woman. And it's so evident, man. Look at how you got dudes crashing out. You got Dez ready to go to war. And I know it's off the principle. Dez wasn't looking for clout. Dez wasn't trying to, usurp the energy and bring it on himself. For what? Dez's NFL days are over. He's legit trying to help a youngster come up that's not willing to listen at all. He's gonna have to learn on his own. It is what it is. Shador showed a little bit of immaturity as well. He's gonna have to grow as well and take his lumps. But all of this stems from Liana Lene. And you know what? I can't necessarily blame her. We gotta blame us as men for the selection in women. We have to do better. We have to do a better job of vetting. We have to do a better job of picking and choosing and really figuring out who's right for us. So I can't even necessarily put all the blame on her. She's going to take full advantage of her opportunities. She's an opportunist. And in this American society, in this capitalistic society, she's going to do what she does. At this point, I can't necessarily get mad at the chick. She's a finesser, and a finesser gonna finesse. It is what it is. But I hope these gentlemen get this situation figured out. I hope they're able to chop it behind the scenes. Deion Sanders was obviously an influence in Dez Bryant's life. You just hate to see this. You don't want to see this. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section, man. Like the video, comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all, man. For real. Thanks for rocking with me. It's the failed athlete. That don't mean you got to fail in life. Let's go.